How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the What's Up Eddie channel, Divine Therapy Sessions. And of course, I'm the one and only Eddie. So glad to have you guys back. And these are my Divine Therapy Sessions. And in today's Eddie's Love Bug Advice, we're going to talk about having multiple energies around us, especially in times of like when we're dating, or if we're actually in a relationship and we're playing teacups with other people. So yeah, so I guess that would be like when you're it's more particular for like the dating, right? But like obviously some people, have third parties and stuff like that, which is not good energy to begin with, but we have that, right? But I was thinking more in terms of like when we're actually dating, right? Like when we're trying to find who it is that we either want to settle down with, because that's what we're looking for when we're dating, right? Is we're trying to see who fits the who's going to fit the bill, right? The standard, or do they meet the same criteria that you have going on? Also, I'll tap into third-party energy. That's never a good deal for anybody involved. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So a lot of the times, so I'm thinking more in terms of like, say that like you've been dating for a while, and let's say you've kind of put it down to like 2 or 3 people. We all know at this point it's like you're gonna have to make a decision, right? And I'll make another video about when we make a decision, only you're gonna really know what's good for you, right? And when you listen to your intuition, which I highly teach about, your intuition, when you dive deep inside for the answers, you already know what you really want. And it's funny, sometimes when we call someone and we're like, hey man, what do you think about this and this? Like a lot of the times people are calling you and they already know what they want to do. They just need someone to kind of like edge them along, right? So I never persuade someone either left or right. I always say, what do you think? What is it that you want? And you guys, people already know. And if they don't know, the best way to teach someone is to literally search for the answers within, because honestly, it's you're living your life, right? It's your TV show, or however you want to look, it's your movie. I don't know, I don't live in your body, so and for me to make a decision on what you should do is never a good deal. Only you would do that, because if you truly want something and you listen to someone else and you go about your life that way, you're going to do a big loop around to the same thing. You're going to keep deciding to do your life how others deem it. And I made videos about this before too. And when you do that, you're going to go through a process in which you're going to go back to the same answer, right? You're going to go back to what you really want to do. And then eventually when you start doing what you want to do, you're going to start living the life that you want to live. And it's prosperous, it's beautiful, it's a gorgeous way of living, right? But it takes a while to get there. That's the honest truth. So when we get down to brass tacks and we think about, okay, so let's say you have 3 people in the energy, right? And just know that like it takes energy. And this is why, I'll get to this afterwards, but so say you're down to 3 people, and you're or let's just say 2, and you can't go left or right. You don't know which decision to make, but you are moving towards one direction. Ideally, you move in that direction, so like you're gonna have to make your own decision on who to pick, right? And you eventually pick them. It is imperative for us to cut off the energy from everything else. So this is the same thing that I talk about with abundance. So when you're you're trying to manifest abundance, right? If your energy, so if you're trying to manifest, let's say a vehicle, or let's say a job, and you are putting your resume out there for other jobs, but you really want this one, you're putting energy out where you could put into that one thing, right? So the same thing goes for when you're actually manifesting people. And you guys, when you're manifesting people or a relationship, you don't manifest specifics. Like, I'm manifesting Kelly Clarkson, or I'm manifesting Bob Thornton. Like, can you do it? Yes. Do I recommend it? No. You don't do that. because you're impeding on someone else's free will. And in this platform, we all have free will, right? And there's a reason why we have free will, because the Creator has made it that way. His own angels can impede on our free will. The only way that they can impede is we allow them. We have to intervene in our life, right? But we have to allow them. We have to ask. That's why they say free will is beautiful, because God He won't impede in your life unless you ask for it. And that's the thing, is when you ask for it, God answers the call, and you don't like the way it looks. And that's usually where the problem lies, right? It's never with God. It's always with us. We just don't like the way it looks when it comes to us. But, oh, it's getting deep now. Ooh, holla back, y'all. Ooh, holla back, y'all. But, all right. So when you make the decision on who you want, it's imperative to get rid of the rest of them. Don't teacup people, right? Don't be juggling teacups while you already made the decision. And that goes into third party action. You guys, I've been a part of this. I've done it. I know how it feels being done to me. I know how it feels to do it to other people. It never ends good. If you are juggling multiple people, it is the hardest damn thing that you could do in the world. And you are dispersing your energy into multiple people, and it is so taxing on your spirit. If you're trying to manifest and you have multiple parties, or you got third parties going on, you guys, you're putting your energy into all of those. So how could your relationship? I've seen people, they do I got my main squeeze, and then I got two others on the side, and they're wondering why this relationship isn't prosperous. And they're telling their girlfriends, or they're telling their guy friends, hey, my relationship sucks, it's not going places, blah blah blah, yada yada. But they got the secret lover on the side, or they got the side pieces. You know what I mean? How do you think that it's supposed to get prosperous when you got that going on? You don't have all of your energy going into that one manifestation. Why would you split yourself that way, right? You wouldn't do that with your own time, right? Where this is where I don't understand when we're manifesting. We have to realize that it is all energy, even when it's people. People are energy at the end of the day, right? So think about it. It's one part of your life, right, that you're concentrating on. And you have to realize that it's actually all parts of your life, that everything, we try to separate things, but it's all the same energy. So what you do at your work, you should be doing at your house. And when you're doing at your house, you should be doing at your work. So your life is actually supposed to be balanced in all areas. That's when you start usually having a prosperous life, a higher quality of living. A lot of the times you see that people are all jacked up inside when they act a certain way at work. You know, like they're really professional, they're kind, they're loving, but they get home and kick their dog, or they're arguing with their wife, or whatever the heck's going on, right? And a lot of the time, just because it's a spiritual business at the end of the day, you're splitting your energy at the end of the day. It's what I'm trying to explain, right? But I'm just telling you, it's not good for business when you're, it's like the same deal as like your vehicle, right? Your house is clean, you actually present yourself as a clean person, right? But like all throughout your car, there's trash, and because you're only in and out of it, right? You don't really care. But that stagnant energy is everything, and you'll realize that it's those small things, right? It's that bother the crap out of us, even on a subconscious level. It's like that one room in your house. I'm like going on tangents, but it's that one room in your house that you have things piling up, right? And you never go in there because of it. It's a similar thing in your life. And you want that energy to be free flowing. Feng shui it out in your life too, right? Even in your relationships. And the reason why I bring this up is because I've had people that that I've coached, and then they're telling me, you see, that's the thing about coaching too, is like you never realize, or a person doesn't realize that they have that stagnant energy is because they actually have developed habits that are actually bad for them, and they thought it was okay because they learned that from either their parents or their peer group or whatever, right? And a lot of the times it's just stagnant energy, you know, and like once you free that open, you have a better life that you can live. And yeah, I just want to shine a light on that, because I know whenever I've done that, obviously my relationships didn't work out, because when you got extra going on, you know, people don't want to be used like that. It's I mean, I don't have to go into explanation why you shouldn't have a third party, right? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, it's just like I feel like the whole manifestation thing has gotten huge. More people realize that what you're saying with your mouth is it's imperative, or it's huge. And with your thoughts, you know, it's there's a process to it, and it doesn't just stop with one part of your life. And that's what I like to tell people. It's like every part of your life is that flow of energy, and when you have it all free flowing, it works. And when you have it, it's like it works in harmony, right? And when there's not chaos or stagnancy, that's when you actually get more prosperous in what you're doing. But hopefully you guys take something from this. I love you guys so much. So stoked on this channel, you guys. It's growing, it's building, and you know, such amazing content. All right, you guys, I'm so lifted up, but give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe. I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, guys, bye.